Hi Aries, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of February 1st to the 7th, 2021. And I do want to take this moment to, of course, remind you as always, like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. And don't forget that little notification bell. And when meditating on your energy overall for the week, before beginning, the message that came through was building a solid foundation. Building a solid foundation. And the song that Spirit chose for the week on Shuffle for you was Better Days by the Goo Goo Dolls. So I'll leave that in the description box below if you'd like to listen and find your own messages. But the lines that stood out were just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. Maybe you're thinking about it in a global sense, maybe just for yourself. And then I need somewhere simple where we could live. I think you just long for a more simplistic chapter to begin letting go of any frustrations or complications, right, Aries? I mean, that is understandable. We are going to begin by pulling a couple messages from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle deck. Keep in mind, this is a general reading for the sign of Aries, no longer mentioning specific placements, because I'm finding that Mars and Jupiter and you name it will end up applying. So check out all of your other placements and yeah, don't miss a message. For a lovely Aries to begin this weekly read for the 1st to the 7th of February, 2021. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, just gonna go with these two. Interesting. Oh, an unexplained wonder at the bottom of the deck. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All prayers are answered now. You needed to hear that, didn't you? That there's wonder in your life, there's magic, that blessings are coming your way, whether it feels like it right now or not. All right, and then we have gentle moderation. Take your time. Pressure from others or yourself can be released by renegotiating what you're trying to accomplish. It just feels like as you're trying to, like the overall message says, build a solid foundation for yourself, however that pertains to you, you're trying to kind of block out or avoid certain opinions and external noises that are coming in, and Spirit saying we totally understand. It feels like everybody has something to say about what you're trying to do or what you're trying to build, and there is a sense that you tend to keep things to yourself, especially in the beginning of a project or a situation, just because of everybody feeling the need to tell you how they think you should proceed. Understandable. But it really feels like this is a week where, as you are trying to build things from the ground up, everything in moderation, everything, even working, my friend, do not overwork yourself. And then disengage from outcomes. Let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. So absolutely, just the title in itself, disengage from outcomes. Absolutely, when it comes to whatever you're building, whatever you're working your ass off to build from the ground up, you need to let go of the outcome. You know, it's like, say we're taking it in a literal image kind of way. Say you're building a building, all right? And you're building it from the ground up and it's taken a while, and you have a vision of how tall you want it. Keep that vision, but just kind of put it out of your mind for the time being. Let go of the outcome of how tall you're going to build that building, and you won't stress yourself out as much on the way. And then you'll kind of be able to enjoy building that building taller and taller and taller. And before you know it, you may even exceed that goal you had in the first place, that vision. Do you see what I'm saying? Try to separate yourself from your vision and your outcome for at least the time being, so you can proceed in a more enjoyable way, more productive way. But also there is a sense that there are people and situations in your past that you need to forgive, including yourself, for the choices you've made that you're not proud of. So you can let go of that burden, put it to the side, and move forward in a healthy and again, productive way. As I go to pull from the same deck again, let's pull 7 tarot cards, one for each day of the upcoming week. For a lovely Aries, thank you, Spirit. To continue, thank you, Spirit. Yours are coming out so much easier than Leo's. Is there something that's you're kind of feeling ready now to speak about? Interesting. Maybe emotions you've buried down deep for a while. I mean, it kind of makes sense that maybe you're feeling the effects of Mercury retrograde, or you're feeling the after effects throughout this week from the full moon in Leo that we had at the end of January, because that does trickle on at least like a handful of days afterwards. Yeah, so it's possible that those emotions are still resurfacing. 7 of Wands. And so you make your way to start the week on Monday, and you're feeling, like I was saying, so many opinions and people coming at you, telling you what you should be doing, what they think, what they think about what you're about to achieve or what you're building. It's just like, oh my God, I get it, my friend. At times it can be overwhelming. And they wonder why you keep it to yourself in the future, you know? But it just feels like you're trying to kind of create this inner peace bubble for yourself, protecting your peace that you've been working hard towards recently, as what these are representing once again. Just don't let these also represent your thoughts overwhelming you, because you don't want that on top of everything you're trying to avoid or protect yourself from already. It's side by side with the gentle moderation card. And in order to kind of continue this effort to maintain or initiate some inner peace, some peace in your situation in general, everything in moderation once again, to sort of not overwhelm yourself, not overstress yourself, not overwork yourself. 8 of Cups. And so you make your way to Tuesday, and it feels like you just need to up and leave a situation. Temporarily, altogether, you name it. It's going to be different for all of you. But it feels like whatever you're walking away from, regardless of how long you walk away from them or the situation, it's to happiness. It's to brighter days. For some of you, what this is coming through, as Mara was saying, forgiveness. There might be a situation or somebody or even yourself you need to forgive from the past. I'm seeing kind of like, you know, when you write it down on paper and then light it on fire, and you're walking away from it and being like, good riddance to whatever burdens those were for you. Could be a productive way to go about it. So, you know, you don't have to reach out to a person from the past or situation, and you do that instead. The World card. And so you make your way to Wednesday, and there's a sense that this cycle is completing, whether it's a karmic cycle with a person or a situation in general. It does feel you're closing that cycle by sort of letting go of certain situations or walking away from them, initiating a new chapter for yourself that's full of abundance, and it just feels fresher in general. One where you can utilize the foundation you're building for yourself and, you know, allow that to last you a long time. It does feel like whatever, you might also get a reminder from Spirit and the Universe around this time of the week that things are changing for you for the better. And it makes you very happy, very joyful, to say the least. And then 8 of Wands in reverse. And so it gets to Thursday, you make your way to Thursday, and you're feeling like building this foundation isn't happening quick enough. Your money's not coming in quick enough. This new chapter isn't progressing quick enough. And they're saying, relax, my friend, take a deep breath. We understand you're a fire sign and you love the fast pace and you want to be in charge and have control, but it's going to happen when it's meant to, in the way it's meant to. You just walked away from certain situations or let go of emotions and whatnot, instilled some forgiveness, and you are now getting a sense of this fresh start in a new chapter. It doesn't need to happen like that. Give it some time. Let it progress in its own natural timing. For some of you, it feels like after you're walking away from certain people, places, or situations, you're trying to build a foundation in general for yourself from the ground up, maybe after leaving a relationship. But after you sort of do your best to instill some patience within yourself when it comes to Thursday, you're feeling very wise when it comes to Friday. Feeling very, wise from what you've been through, what you've gone through. The owl's all about wisdom and knowledge. And I feel like you will be very truthful, very honest on this day as well. So be careful when it comes to some of these people that have been coming at you, that have been stressing you out recently. I do feel you kind of whipping out the truth and being like, I got to tell you how I really feel. People should watch out when Aries really wants to speak their truth, right? No offense, but being side by side with unexplained wonder, they're saying, keep in mind when you're feeling very serious on Friday, when you're feeling very maybe uptight or annoyed by people, places, and situations coming at you, that there's unexplained wonder coming towards you. All right? This is something you should be focusing on rather than stressing over little irritations this week. And you might get a reminder from Spirit in the universe that that is going to happen for you. And the Eight of Swords. And so you make your way to Saturday to start the weekend, and there's a sense that you're feeling restricted or tied down. For a lot of you, it could be your own thoughts. It could be you overthinking your situation or stressing yourself out, but being aligned with this Eight of Cups, which is all about walking away or a sense of forgiveness. For some of you, you're overthinking this situation. You can see you're trapping yourself in your own mind by not letting that go once and for all. Or maybe you haven't fully walked away and this was a temporary walk away kind of situation where you're still feeling trapped and you still need to make a decision moving forward how you're going to sort of release yourself from this restriction, however that pertains to you. Because you end the day with the Five of Swords, and it feels like, once again, people and situations are stressing you out, whether it's your job, your family, your friends, a relationship, you name it. But it's like moving into this next chapter, being aligned with the World card. Now that you're closing out negativities and welcoming in new freshness. How are you supposed to continue to build this foundation? How are you supposed to successfully do what you need to and achieve your goals when you constantly have this one person or situation or people giving you a headache, stressing you out for no reason? So there's a sense that moving forward, you need to minimalize this person or situation's presence in your life or cut it out altogether. And that's going to be up to you, but it's all going to be out of respect for your situation, your goals, and the foundation that you are working your ass off or will be to build from the ground up. All right. And then let's finish off this beautiful reading by pulling a couple messages from the Find Your Happy deck. For our beautiful Aries, thank you, Spirit. To wrap up this weekly read, thank you, Spirit, for Aries. Let's see what we have. Instead of focusing on the anger, I focus on healing the pain. So there is a sense that you could get a little bit angry this week with everybody coming at you and all you're dealing with, trying to accomplish a lot on your plate. So just try to focus on the healing aspect of it all. When people kind of get the best of you or irritate you like they might this week, it brings out something else you need to heal within you, another part of you that you need to sort of work on within. So try to look at it in that productive light instead of focusing on them or why they're irritating you or even the anger itself. And then the last and final message, I feel abundant and I live a rich life now. Yes, Aries, get into this mindset where you have enough, you have everything you need to move forward and achieve your dreams, to continue building this foundation successfully. Even if that foundation is going to take a while to kind of bring back any sort of riches or abundance that you view as successful, it'll happen when it's meant to, my friend. But get into this mindset of abundance once again, where you're super rich and you have everything you need. Imagine that you've already kind of established this foundation for yourself, and you'll be manifesting it before you realize. All right, Aries, I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like this video, leave me a comment, and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.